Well, Jürgen, did you sense trouble even before they scored?
Yeah, but of course you could see that a few things are not going too well. But we had chances. Then he had I think a chance he usually scores with. We had our moments in the box. They defended on the line twice after headers from us. But then they had too many set pieces. That's true. And then with one of them they scored when the block worked for Virgil in that area. So they could score that goal, and out of the blue, more or less, they could score the second one. And then, of course, the atmosphere was completely different.
From the first whistle, I think we didn't start well enough, and that showed. Them getting the 2 goals. Second half, I thought we did better, obviously, but we had enough chances to get back into the game, didn't take them, and you get punished.
That's not what we wanted, and we will go for the other 2 games 100%. But I have no message in the moment. We all have to deal with it now. It was a game we lost, and that happened not 20 times so far. So we feel it really. It feels the boys are very disappointed. I'm very disappointed, and we have to do better.
We didn't win the ball back well enough. Passing the ball wasn't good enough, in all areas really, and we just didn't start. And when you don't start in the Champions League, you're going to get punished. That happened. Like I say, I thought it was a pretty good reaction second half when the boys came out. I think we had a pretty good chance just after half time. If that had gone in, that would have been a bit of a boost. But we kept fighting to the end and kept playing and kept patient, which I thought was a positive. But you can't give teams a start in this competition.
No, indeed, Owen. I don't think there's any doubt Liverpool have progressed under Jurgen Klopp, but that's 3 wins in 9 in all competitions and 2 successive away defeats in the Champions League, which is threatening to derail their chances of getting through.
Well, that's a big shock. I mean, that's a surprise. There's some great teams in this group with Napoli and PSG. I don't think anybody had Liverpool losing to Red Star today. But actually, Red Star were the better team. They deserve the points. I thought Jurgen Klopp said that after the game as well. It's a shock and a surprise, but let's be honest, he's built something really special here at Liverpool in 3 years. Today is just a little bit of a blip. Soft goals to concede. He obviously was irritated by the fact that it's a set play and often works. There are fans and critics. Well, they should have been ahead before. But look, if Pavkov, if you get a run on anyone, then if the delivery is good and it's a terrific ball in, Alisson can come for it, and it's a great ball and it's an even better header. And I think they're just looking for a bit of a block on Van Dijk. In the end, you have to say the delivery is terrific, but Pavkov deserves a ton of credit for attacking the ball there, and that's the whole point. Set pieces in the Champions League are so important. That's where the smaller teams can have a bit of not an advantage, but where they can get goals. And we saw that today, and that's what kick-started Red Star's performance. Yeah, obviously the atmosphere changes. He then feels like he's got gold in his boots, and he's too strong for both Wijnaldum actually and either centre-half, isn't he? Well, I'm not sure if he's too strong or Wijnaldum is just a little bit weak in there. If in that situation, maybe he thinks he's got numbers, but make a foul. He's got 2 chances. He doesn't. Van Dijk and Matip, they're a bit passive. They're not sure if Wijnaldum's going to win the ball in that situation, but take nothing away. The strike is tremendous, even against a keeper like Alisson. See it from this angle. Looks like maybe Alisson can get there, but it's a terrific strike hit with pace, and that's the whole point. The crowd just really kick-started at 2-0, and it made it really difficult for Liverpool. They did have chances, both before the first goal and, in fact, all across that second half, as we heard in the post-match interviews. Some of them were scrappier than others, but perhaps on another day when the front 3 are firing better, some of these go in. Well, they only had four shots on target. And look, that's the best one of the night. That's early on. And Surge, really, if he just hits that down into the ground anywhere but up, it's a goal. And really, that was the best one they had all night. That was a clear-cut one, but a lot of them, you're right, were... Look at this start the first, second half. Nothing was... Things just weren't really falling for Liverpool. They weren't creating the clear-cut chances that you normally expect from a Jurgen Klopp side. And I have to say, Red Star defended so well. Even that one from Sal, he does brilliantly, even to get that on target. That long throw from Gomez there. Nothing was falling for him, really. And it just felt like it wasn't the night. In the end, it wasn't. This is the one from Salah. That's a good chance for a player like him. Doesn't catch it clean. 1 or 2 players just a little bit off their best, or is there something amiss with Liverpool? I don't think there's anything amiss. I mean, Sir Alex used to talk about concentration in a game like that when you're better than the opposition. Just think today they weren't at their sharpest. Concede a poor goal. Sturridge for the first chance initially should score. Then you're not concentrating on a set piece. And then you're chasing. Then you're getting behind. They get 2-0. And then in the end, it's difficult to turn it around. When a crowd gets in behind a team like they did there. I don't care how good you are. You know, it's difficult to come back in. And Liverpool gave themselves too much of a mountain to climb. And I think Jurgen Klopp, after the game, he summed it up perfectly. He said, look, Red Star were the better team. And sadly, tonight, for Liverpool fans, they were. Yeah,
credit where it's due. Red Star, excellent Liverpool. All they could do, really, was turn their eyes to southern Italy for the other game in the group. A later kick-off, Napoli and PSG.